Hi besties, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be making this requested tutorial from one of our subscribers. It's an underburst top. It has a basque waistline and it has a ruched sleeve. If this is what you're interested in, please keep on watching. To my return subscribers, I love you all. If you're just seeing this channel for the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit on the subscribe button and do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you could be notified whenever I post beautiful tutorials like this. So I used the crepe fabric for this particular tutorial and I made use of 3 yards. Yeah, because of the sleeve, I made use of 3 yards. So first of all, we're going to be drafting on our pattern paper. You can use less than 3 yards, but why I use 3 yards is because of the sleeve. My sleeve was, pronounced. It was longer than the one on the thumbnail. That is what I want. And the back of this top, I didn't see the back of this top, so I created my own back. All right. So I'm going to mark my starting line. From there, I got my bust point, my underburst, then the waistline. All right, I'll be stopping at the waistline, then I'll be coming down from the waistline. I'm going to come down by on the waistline, I'll come down by 10. This depends on how long you want your top to be. All right, if you don't want yours as long as mine, you can come down by 7 or 8, but I came down by 10 inches from my waistline. That's my basque. That's where my basque line will be. All right, the basque effect. Okay, so I labeled the lines. The next thing I'm going to do now is to divide my shoulder. I'm going to extend this line furthermore. I used to divide my shoulder by 2. Then after dividing my shoulder by 2, I'm going to be adding, this is a cut together sleeve. I added extra, I think I added extra, everything was 25, right? That means I added extra about 17 or 18 after I got my shoulder divided by 2. So my neck width is 3, my neck depth 3. I connected it this way. Okay, then I'm going to slant it all the way down to the shoulder slope. All right, now the next thing I'm going to do is to take my bust divided. There will be no darts for this, no darts at all. It's a dartless top. My bust divided by 4, and I will insert my 2 inches seam allowance, 1.5 inches sewing allowance. My waist divided by 4, I'll add my 1.5 inches seam allowance. All right, then I'll be coming down for my sleeve opening, and my sleeve opening is going to be 13. I used 13 for my sleeve opening. Okay, so after that, I'm going to be connecting this. Please don't get confused for the shoulder. Do not get confused. So the underburst, you're still going to divide your underburst by 4 and add 1.5 inches seam allowance. So like I said, I came down by 13 inches, for my sleeve opening. Then on the basque line, I divided my hip, which it wasn't even necessary. Yeah, it wasn't necessary, but I divided my hip divided by 4. I divided my hip by 4, then I added 1.5 inches seam allowance. Then on the waistline, I'll be coming down by 2 inches from the waistline, and I will slant it all the way to the to the basque line. Now with a curve, not, if you want to have that sharp edge, you can use a slant, but for me, I don't want that sharp edge. I use the curve for it. Now it is time to extend my sleeve to meet the underburst. We're going to be cutting out from the underburst. We'll be cutting out the underburst because this is an underburst top. All right, so I'm just trying to I'm just trying to connect it properly. Okay, so I'll go ahead and cut this out. So like I was saying, for the shoulder, do not be confused. I'll repeat the shoulder measurement. I divided my shoulder by 2 and I added extra 18 inches to it. If you don't want yours as long as mine, after dividing your shoulder by 2, you can add extra 10, 15, 12, 13, depending on what you want. All right, because this is a cut together sleeve. Okay, you come down by your one inch shoulder slope, you connect it to your neckline. That was practically what I did. So still on the drafting of this, on this pattern, I just reconnected it well properly. Okay, I reconnected it properly, and the next thing I'm going to do, like I said before, I just want to get this, well, I don't want that sharp edge, so I'm trying to reconnect it in a curve shape, and I'll cut it out. Hope you understand. I'll cut it out just the way you see me doing. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do after connecting this properly, I'll be doing a slash and spread on the upper parts. Slash and spread on the upper parts so that you have that gathers. It's an underburst top, but the upper parts has gathers or pleated, whichever way you want to call it. So I'm going to be marking lines before cutting out my underburst. Okay, so after marking this line, make sure you number them. All right, so you don't miss your paper. So I'll be numbering them from 1 to 9, from 1 to 10, sorry. So the next thing I will do is to cut this out, like cut out the underburst. So watch and see. I'm gonna have to cut the underburst. After cutting the underburst out, what I'm going to do is to notch the tip of that place, like where it ended, so that I will know where to join where to start joining and where to stop. All right, so that is it. I'm done. Now we're going to be cutting on our fabric, and I'm going to be doing the slash and spread on my fabric. All right, so I'll go ahead and cut the shoulder slope out. That is what I just did, and this is what we have on our pattern paper. So I'll be cutting on my fabric, but before cutting, we'll be doing the slash and spread first before cutting the down part. Okay, so I will extend these lines down this way. All right, so I'll be doing the slash and spread on the paper. I'll be opening it up, and I'll space them. All right, so watch and see. So after opening my slash and spread, I'm going to be spacing it. The reason, I know most of you will ask, our sleeve is already long, why are we doing the slash and spread? Now the reason why we are doing the slash and spread is because of that ruched effect on the shoulder line. You're not going to add, you're going to add elastic on that shoulder to shrink it back. So that is the reason why we are doing this slash and spread. So we'll have excess fabric, so that after doing the ruched effect, after sewing our elastic on the shoulder part, is going to still be long. All right, so I spaced mine with 2 inches, and I'm going to do that off camera. This is it, and I am done cutting. Can you see? And while cutting, I added about there's no need of adding too much allowance. I added quarter of an inch. Okay, so now for the back, remember I said I did not see the back of this top, so I am creating my own back. So the only thing I'm going to do now, the neck width of the front and the back is the same. I'll just come down by 1 inch for the neck depth and curve it. Then I'll cut out every other thing the same. All right, that's just it. The back and the front is the same, just that the center back will be open. I'll slit it open. Now it's time to cut for the down part. All right, so I'm going to get my fabric, and I will be cutting for the down part. All right, hope you understand the part of the slash and spread. Now I'm going to reduce my fabric to get I folded it more. I'll be reducing it. So I'll be cutting this out. I'm going to place the pattern paper and cut this out. Now both the back and the front is going to be the same, because I did not see the back of this top. I didn't see the back, so I'm just creating my own back. So I added about quarter of an inch all around, just to be on the safer side, because I'm going to be using lining to turn this down part. I'll be cutting a full lining as well after cutting this on my exact fabric. All right, I'll be cutting full lining for it. So I'm going to be cutting for the back as well, and it's going to be the same thing. The difference is that I added the zipper. My phone stopped recording. I added zipper, then on the waistline I came out by ½ inch, and I slanted it up and downward. This is going to prevent our zipper from bulging. Hope you understand. From the waistline I came out by ½ inch. I slanted it up and down, and I had to cut it out because the center back is open. It's going to have a zipper. Do you understand? So I've gone ahead to cut the full lining for them. All right, so I'll be opening. This is the front. I'll open it up. I'll be using my lining to turn it now. Now watch and see where we are turning. You're turning the upper part and the basque line. That's that basque down. You'll be leaving the sides open. From there, you're going to notch and flip to the right side. This is the back. This is the two back. You can see the center back is open. That's where our zipper is going to be sitting. So I'll be turning with my lining. All right, I'll be turning with my lining. This is it. I'll sew the zipper area, the down and the upper part. Then the side is going to be open. I'll flip it from there. I am done turning with the lining, and this is what I have. Now it is time to join the upper part to this. Right now, remember that part we notched. You start from there and you start pleating, gathering. You gather it till you get to the other end, like where the sleeve stops. I don't know if you understand, like where the notch, you start from where the notch starts and end where the notched ended. All right, is defined. Then for the neckline, I'll pleat it a little so that it will come back to the normal neckline. All right, I'll pleat the neckline a little. Okay, so I'll be doing same thing for the down part as well. I'll be doing same thing for the down part. This is the down part. Now this is it. I'm going to pleat. All right, I'll pleat. This is it. All right, now when pleating for the back, you're going to start pleating. You're not going to pleat from where your zipper will stop. You're going to minus your zipper. That's where you're going to stop your pleating. Okay, minus your zipper and then you start pleating. Please do not pleat on where your zipper is going to sit. Then you you gather the neckline as well. Then you fold the center. Can you see the center back? Just fold it a little. All right, so this is it. I am done. Remember I said I am creating my own back. Oh, I did not see the back. So this is it. Can you see how it's looking? Can you see both the neckline? I've pleated both the neckline, both for the front and for the back. Now we're going to be joining it shoulder to shoulder. That is what I'm doing. So I'm going to be joining it with 1 inch on the shoulder part. All right, I'll bring the other part and join it shoulder to shoulder, and I'll be joining it with 1 inch. All right, so that is it. When I'm done, I'll show you what next to do. So I'll take it to my sewing machine and I'm going to join it shoulder to shoulder. Remember, with 1 inch, use 1 inch to join your shoulder to shoulder. All right, so I am done. This is it. Now it is time to join the sides. I'll be joining the side. Remember to hem your sleeve length. Now I'll join the side as well with 1 inch as well. I'll join the side with 1 inch as well. Then I'll add my zipper at the back. Okay, I'll add the zipper and I'll hem my sleeve length. Hope you guys understand. This is super easy. This tutorial is super easy and is beginners friendly. All right, so I'll go ahead and do this, then I'll come back and show you what next to do. Okay, now for the elastic, again, before I forget, the elastic on the shoulder part, that ruched effect on the shoulder part, you're going to get your elastic. You open up that seam line, then you'll be stitching. As you're stitching, you're drawing the elastic. Make sure you're drawing the elastic. The more you draw the elastic, the more shrink, like ruched effect you're going to get. Do you understand? And is on the inside. You're doing this on the inside, remember. Okay, so now for the neckline, piping the neckline, I'm going to cut my fabric. I'm going to cut a fabric 1/2 inch. The wideness is going to be 1/2 inch. Then the longness, just cut as long as you can. You know the way we turn our bias, you use it to turn the neckline. Now you're going to start from the outside. You're going to place it. You start from the outside, like you remove that place because you're going to be tying that rope at the back. You start from the outside, you sew, then you flip it to the back. Flip it to the back. All right, flip it to the back, then you complete your sewing, the way you normally turn your neckline for your bias. So we've come to the end of this tutorial, and if you find this tutorial helpful, if you've learned 1 or 2, please give it a thumbs up, share this video to reach others, leave a nice comment. If you have any question, also leave it down in the comment section. Okay, so to become a member of this family, you want to be seeing more of these styles, that means you have to hit on the subscribe button if you haven't, and also turn on your notification bell so you could be notified whenever we post beautiful tutorials like this. See you on my next one. Bye.